What is going on, everybody? AHS Rules back again with another video. It is the start of July. It is hot. The fan is still on. I forgot to cut it off. I actually didn't really want to cut it off. It's the start of NBA free agency, and we are down, one day down. And several interesting things happened. Chris Paul getting waived and then signing with the San Antonio Spurs. KCP leaving the Denver Nuggets to join the Orlando Magic. Probably the most interesting and most noteworthy thing, though, because I'm making a whole video about it, was Paul George signing with the Philadelphia 76ers. So that's what this video is going to be. My thoughts and reactions to it. I will more than likely put live thoughts with this because I won't lie. This was like rumored all day and night. So when it was like officially announced, it didn't feel like that big of a deal. And B, I was on again, off again, sleeping. So to get like live thoughts on it would have been extremely difficult. So I just wanted to match the rest of my reaction videos and put live in the title. So there is that. So I have a lot to go through, a lot of thoughts to get off with this for the Sixers and for some for the Clippers. I will say for the Clippers, I'm a little mind-boggled. I think that is a way to put it. I will also say no notes for this. All this is just thoughts off the top of my head. So if I forget something, I apologize, but I'll comment it down below more than likely. For the Sixers, good on them. I had my concerns about this signing. This is why I was trying to push an agenda to sign LeBron. But once the Lakers signed J.J. Redick as their coach, that would have became a little bit impossible to do. So there's that. Paul George is the best free agent out there on the market. He fits the team. He wanted to get paid. He's definitely getting paid. And he wanted to compete for a championship. And I feel that the Sixers would provide him a better chance of doing that than the Clippers would. And I'm going to say this until I'm proven wrong. It's the Eastern Conference. There's a lot of teams that have a lot of chance. I want to say any team has a chance. I'm not going to disrespect the Celtics like that. And I won't lie. As of right now, I don't feel that any of these trades or signings have pushed a team over the top of Celtics. I'll say the Knicks are giving them a run for their money and are going to be very competitive. The Sixers, I can't really say that yet because I'm going to have to see how the rest of their roster plays out, which, again, something else I will give kudos to the Sixers is the main concern I had for them going all out to sign a big-name free agent, mainly PG, was how are they going to fill out the rest of the roster? And thus far, they're filling it out with actual rotational pieces, actual experience guys, actual guys that can play minutes. Eric Gordon, Kelly Oubre, and Andre Drummond. So I'll give some more credit there. But again, I was a bit concerned with this signing. The main concern that I have is just the Sixers and 76ers. I keep calling them the Sixers. But the 76ers and Paul George just have such a similar timeline and lifespan, I should say. Mainly the more recent 76ers, obviously, in which injuries either cost them or them just historically crapping the bed cost them. So, going to 2020, the most recent time, that was the time that Paul George, and I guess I should say to an extent, the Clippers didn't have to worry about injuries. In the bubble, up 3-1, blew the 3-1 lead. Then after that, there was some injury to either Paul George or Kawhi that cost them a deep playoff run. Granted, the 2021 playoffs, Paul George proved himself and went to the Western Conference Finals leading that team and was very competitive. Got eliminated at 6 games. So, again, credit there. 2022, injuries cost them altogether. 2023, injuries cost them altogether. And then this year, it was somewhat competitive, but you only really remember the last performance, and the last performance was not the greatest one. So there's that. With the Sixers, the bubble, Ben Simmons was injured. 2021, the pass. This is me doing the Ben Simmons pass. 2022, Joel was injured and came back and couldn't really do much. 2023, again, historically crap in the bed. You're up at home. in the series and can't freaking close it out. Game 7, tied game. It was either a tied game at halftime or very close, and then just nothing after halftime. That's, like I said, that is a concern, is that they're just so similar that I don't think PG puts them over the top or gives them some type of edge to other teams in the Eastern Conference. And I'm mainly going to keep comparing them to the Celtics and Knicks, because those are the two teams that definitely I see in front of the 76ers right now. I will say there are several other teams in the Eastern Conference to obviously worry about. The Milwaukee Bucks, who haven't done anything significant in free agency yet. If they have, I completely missed it. The Indiana Pacers, who just made the conference finals. They haven't really done anything, but again, this team just made the conference finals. Orlando Magic, who popped up on the scene this year and added a veteran championship-winning shooting guard in need in KCP, and it could potentially do something else. That's a wait-and-see situation. And then the Cavaliers, Cavaliers and Heat, I'm going to put the Sixers ahead of them, but not by far. Because at least with the Heat, I'll give credit to Jimmy Butler in leading that team to 2 conference finals. The Cavs, I really like that team, but it's just not the best team in real life thus far. So we'll see if a coaching change changes that. So for the Sixers, all around, I will give a thumbs up and credit. And they still got a lot of room to work with, but they got the main thing done that they needed to do in signing Paul George. For the Clippers, though, I have no clue what the hell to expect with them. Because this is just a rare instance where this team we have been wanting to see move out of the Staples Center / Crypto.com arena for the longest time. And they are finally doing that. And in a business sense, they need a star and need a good team to perform to bring asses to seats to this new arena, and I don't think they really got that right now. I like Kawhi, but I don't think I'd give money to a Clippers game because I don't know if Kawhi is going to be playing. James Harden re-signing, I understand, because he probably is expecting them to make some type of move or some type of change that would keep him and the team competitive. And also the main thing is, he made such a big fuss and wanted to be a Clipper for a reason that him to leave would have been shocking and, detrimental to his career. That might be an overtake, but I think we're at that point. Russell Westbrook picked up his player option. They're like, we want to get rid of him. We really, the heart and soul, and y'all know I'm a Russell Westbrook fan, so I'm going to stick up for him, but I just feel the Clippers, I'm not going to say they're in no man's land, but they're definitely treading to that direction. And I have said this for the past year, or mainly when the Paul George extension talks came about and obviously never came to fruition because he's not on the team and he's not going to be on the team anymore. What the hell do you do to keep Kawhi happy? Now, to be honest, we don't know what really would keep Kawhi happy or what situation Kawhi is going to be in, but I just feel that the Clippers are heading towards a crappy direction, and just a direction where they're not going to be better next year because they're not going to have a player better than Paul George on the team to fill out the rotation. And while they still got good players on the team, it's just not going to be the same team. I'm expecting them to be a little bit worse. So, overall, I had my reservations about Paul George signing with the 76ers. I still have them, but now seeing it come to a flourishing, I hope I'm saying that word right. It sounds weird rolling off the tongue. But anyways, I kinda could see the image, and it was the move that needed to be done because it was, if they didn't get Paul George, I have no clue how they would have been able to improve their team because I just don't think any trade would have been able to get them a big all-star or someone that could have really helped out that team. So, good on them for getting this done. Again, if there's anything I'm forgetting, I'll comment my thoughts on it down below. So, it's going to be an interesting couple of days of free agency. I did realize that if, in my mind, and we are wanting a lot of trades and a lot of signings to go ahead and take place, that way we can see what the hell the NBA is going to look like next year. And again, I was realizing that if that happens over the next couple of days, I'm going to have to make a lot of videos. So this might be the first of many of these. We will have to wait and see. So I do thank you for watching this. Hopefully you like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. I'm out.